You know, we live in a very violent world, a tumultuous world. You may think of it as being sad that that's the world we live in. However, you want to see it and would like to see it doesn't change the way that it actually is. Since the years that I was a child, I witnessed violence. We've had world wars, one and two, Vietnam, Korean War. We've witnessed wars going on in other countries between rival countries. We've seen violence in the streets, drug violence, gang violence, political violence. We've seen it. But not like today. Things have grown exponentially worse in the decades from the 50s, 60s, and 70s to this present time. So what's a person to do? An individual. What do you do in the violent world, ladies and gentlemen? First of all, you take a deep breath. Take a deep breath and you come to your senses if you are in denial and you say that this is real. Don't shelter your children because this is real. They need to know, they need to understand that this is the world that we live in. In order for them to make it, and you must learn how to be strong. And if you're not strong, you need to align yourself with family members or friends or someone else that is strong. This is what you need because you can't hide away from that which is real. That's right at your door, your backyard, your neighborhood. And some people think, oh, living in a gated neighborhood is going to protect me from the violence. No, someone is being raped. They're being molested. They're being robbed. They're being assaulted every day somewhere, irrespective of who you are, where you live, what you have or don't have. These atrocities occur every single day, all day, somewhere. Look at the guy that founded Cash App. He was murdered in the street, stabbed to death. Rob Lee. It can happen to anyone. Tomorrow's not promised to any of us. Now, we would hope that we would live to be old, relatively healthy, and die peacefully with our families. That's what we would hope. But we can die in any manner. A massive heart attack, getting hit by a car, or drowning accidentally, a stray bullet even that was intended for someone else. Anything can take our lives. But while we are here, we must set some things in order in our own heart and mind as to how we navigate in this violent world that we're in. It doesn't mean walk around being paranoid, scared of your own shadow. That's not even God's will. But it does mean that you should take some accountability for yourself, your life, and that of your family if you have one. And say, listen, that which I can control, I shall. That which I can change, I shall. And the things that I can't change, I just simply can't change them. But do the best you can. Your level best, as one of my friends used to say. So, I advise people, be careful who you align yourself with, who your friends are. because oftentimes they are a direct reflection of you and your character. You follow? Who you associate with. And also, be careful where you go. Places that there's a great likelihood of violence, why are you even going there if you know this? And I'm speaking to the young, middle-aged, and older. Why would you go there? Enjoy your life, enjoy your family, enjoy your friends as much as you possibly can, and make your peace with the Creator above all things. And you may want to study some form of self-defense. Doesn't have to be a formal martial arts class. It has to be somewhere where you have a bit of confidence, where you can reasonably protect yourself and or your family if need be. That's what you should do. Take up a self-defense class where you learn how to fire a gun and purchase a gun for self-defense if you have to. You don't have to carry it all the time, but put it away and have the confidence that you know that you have the means to protect yourself and or your loved ones if need be. Now, from just simply a physical standpoint, minus the gun idea, don't ever let anyone put their hands on you and hurt you. You're better than that. Because they can't cope, because you had some exchanges of words, that's no reason. Don't pursue an issue physically, causing a confrontation that doesn't have to be. You'll live another day. You will. There's nothing that important in the world that you can argue about that brings you to blows, or should or could bring you to blows where you hurt another person or you be hurt, or maybe even fatally wounded. It's not worth it. So you need to go sit down and have a talk with yourself and say, what is my life worth to me? What are my values? Embrace them if they're meaningful, and move on from there, and stay away, excuse my expression, from the dumb stuff. You're better than that, and you're worth more than that. To be incarcerated in a prison system that's not benefiting you is no good. And to be in the graveyard before your time is no good. You hear what I'm saying to you? So, I see people arguing over a little change, a little money. I've seen homeless people become irritated with people that they ask for money, and the person responds, why don't you get a job? And they want to fight the person, but you're the one panhandling. See, that should never happen. That person has some internal issues that they've never ironed out, they've never fixed in their lives. Stuff like that. Or a person that had some issue at home, and when they see you on the street, you remind them of somebody that they don't like or they hate, and they want to have some words with you. What are you looking at? This kind of thing. And they want to put their hands on you, and then you want to get puffed up and try to protect your ego and start talking back. It's not worth it. I feel this way. Avoid that situation, those similar situations at all costs. Because this is me at my age now. The things that I used to tolerate, I don't anymore. I'm not an advocate for fighting, but I tell you this. I hope that no one going through whatever you're going through in your life ever comes my way and have the intent of putting their hands on me. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen like that, because I'm going to hurt you. Because I'm better than that. First of all, I try to walk with my head up. I'm a very humble individual, and I have been all of my life. And people have even told me before that you're too soft, you're too kind, you're too giving. I know. That's pretty much my nature. But there's a dark side to me as well. If you push me to a certain point, you would wish that you never pushed me to that point. And I don't like that side of me. And if you have a side like that, you should not like that side of you either. I love what the scripture says. Follow peace with all men, and I do that. And I will try to avoid any confrontation, physical confrontation, at all costs. But if you back me into a corner, literally, or a situation that I cannot escape, and you have the intent of harming me, that's not a wise choice, brother. Whoever you are. And this is not me going for bad. I'm just saying, I would be the wrong person. At the age of 60 plus, I would be the wrong person. Because I have a means of taking care of me. From a legal standpoint, I know some law. And from a physical standpoint, I know some other stuff too. And that's it. And that's all. I hope that you gird up your loins, those of you that are watching my video right now, and that you make sure that your house is in order, and make sure that you study daily and understand this world that we live in better in order to navigate better. This is Teacher. I'm out.